Thank you for being with us. 2K Sports brings you the NBA Live this Saturday afternoon broadcast. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson, with David Aldridge roaming the sideline. For the Bucks, they continue their stretch of home games. They're free-falling right now, piling up loss after loss. We'll see if they can bounce back.
Yeah, and they just look sort of lost out there lately. You know, they're not playing with a whole lot of purpose or drive, and you just can't wait for good things to happen. You've got to make them happen.
Now, here's Lillard, following the miss by Anthony Davis. Antetokounmpo. And, Greg, these are two of the more stacked teams when you look at their depth. Sometimes that can be a challenge for a coaching staff.
No doubt about it. Anytime you've got to divvy up minutes, somebody's going to be unhappy. But you need a deep roster if you want to contend. Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
That's exactly what you want to see from AD, using that length and that athleticism to cause problems.
To the left side wing. Outside, Russell. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Pass to Wood. Kicks it out to LeBron. Shot clock at 5. Davis sets a screen. James misses.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it.
Good on the bucket.
Contact just doesn't matter against Giannis. Once he's inside, he is not to be stopped.
We know Greg, LA's challenge recently has been finding the right supporting cast for their stars.
And they're looking for that perfect fit. And sometimes that's all it takes. You know, it's finding those perfect one or two other guys to get you there.
And Lillard gets it to go.
And the defense knew they messed up there. Can't allow Dame to get his feet set.
And here is LeBron. 23 points his last outing. And it's Davis missing.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Almost unstoppable on the drive. Lillard's talent for ball handling, letting him just cut through the defense.
A well-timed shot fake got the defender off the ground right there.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
And they get it. And again, the Lakers no good.
He operates well in traffic, but still, that's just a tough play to finish.
And there are the Bucks with another bucket. Lakers trailed by 9 to the middle. No good from LeBron.
Los Angeles foul.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Bucks?
They've made a point to take what's given to them in the mid-range. The jumpers are falling for them so far.
And also, guys, they're playing for one another right now. All those extra passes are leading to easy buckets.
Bucks leading by 10. Middleton. Giannis inside. In the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
It also allows them to play inside out, which will make them even more difficult to defend.
Now, here's Reddish. Scoreless thus far. Middleton on the wing. And Giannis gets it to go.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
They came out and bum-rushed them. Huge difference in activity level from both teams tonight.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
And James gets it to go.
Look at Wood finding ways to contribute. Sees an open man and drops a dime.
And Welcome to Milwaukee, where the Bucks are looking to take one in an interconference game. And get ready for another dose of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan along courtside with Brent Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge on our sideline. You take a look at the Thunder. It's a disappointing segment of the season for this team, no doubt about it, as the losing streak has continued, guys, to grow.
Yeah, and they're going through right now one of those situations that's just difficult to deal with. Doubt begins to really creep in when the losses continue to mount, and then you can have splintering, which doesn't help the situation.
Beasley with the steal. Here's Antetokounmpo, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard.
Oh, that contact's just really no problem for Giannis. He's just too broad and too strong to get shut down.
And stolen by Lillard. Here's Giannis. Count it, good. Giannis has got 6.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Holmgren can't hit.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And now a veteran in the NBA. You get the feeling every season is important to Dame Lillard.
Yeah, but I get the feeling, Greg, that it's just not enough. These individual accolades and these high-scoring seasons. Dame Lillard wants to play in competitive basketball late into June. So it's going to be about championships for him moving forward.
And how can you not love the game of SGA? I mean, a young guard who continues to get better.
Hey, Greg, all the reports you get out of OKC is that this kid is a worker, and he has turned himself into an all-star with that kind of work ethic.
Picked by Williams. Shoots the 3. The rebound by the Bucks. And going against Oklahoma City, their first meeting of the year.
And last season, they made short work of this club. 2 games, 2 wins.
Sort of representative of how they each finished the season. One a playoff team, the other on the outside looking in. I think things may play out the same way this year, too.
Here's Lopez. Lays it up and banks it in.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they shot the basketball.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Rebound by Brook Lopez.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
And that one is good.
Well, the find from the off-guard Beasley there. Would like to see more of that. Malik working the ball around.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Damian Lillard grabs the loose ball.
Yeah, can't see why he missed that one there. The D's close, but like plenty of room.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder. This stage of the year, Greg, underperforming teams start to get nervous, especially teams with playoff expectations.
And, Kevin, we're approaching the second half of the season, right? And you don't want to be on the outside of the playoff picture after that. It's put up or shut up time for a few teams.
And the dunk by Holmgren.
I mean, sneaky when he moves.
What a jam!
Wow, man, loving that right there.
What a jam!
Oh, I would love to see Giannis in the dunk contest. Wouldn't that be sweet?
Outside, Dort. From outside, off the mark. On offense, here are the Bucks. They're on a 16-6 run. Shoots a fader. Antetokounmpo can't get it to go. Thunder trailing by 10. To the right side. Oklahoma City moving it around. Here's Holmgren. Just 5 to shoot. Dort misses. And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Bucks. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Brent, don't you love what a team player Giannis is? A star with very little ego.
One of the things, Greg, he does so well is deflect everything or reflect everything back to him. It's about him. He'll compliment his teammates, and then he'll take on the responsibility when the team isn't playing at its highest level.
In regard to the Thunder, they had to go through, Greg, a rebuilding process not too long ago.
Yeah, it was a tough couple years, but they had a plan in place and did it the right way. They made some smart signings and created a very balanced roster.
Lopez a screen. And good that time. Giannis has got 14 points for the game.
And the defense, you thought they were helpless before. Now Giannis is hot.
Chang, no luck. Bucks leading by 9. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Here is Lillard. He's one of the better scorers in the league, averaging almost 25 points a game. Out left to the wing. No good with the triple. Up top, Chang. Pass to Holmgren. Lets the 3 fly. And that concludes the first quarter of play. The Bucks on top, leading by 9. And we'll get going after this from Milwaukee. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Bucks.
Right away, they showed us they weren't going to shy away from the mid-range game, and it's proving to be an effective tool for them.
Well, they really cashed in on the break. I mean, it feels like they're hungry to get out, they're hungry to run, and they're not passing up any chances to leak out and score.
Milwaukee leading by 7. Lillard. No good. That's miss number 2. He's 1 for 3. Now, Gilgeous-Alexander. 43 points out last game. Back to Williams. The kick out to Williams. Launches a 3. Giannis grabs the miss.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
Inside, Antetokounmpo, automatic.
Now, defensively, you got to try and build the wall against Giannis and cover the paint. He's too much to handle inside.
Pass to Micic. On the wing, Williams. To the left wing. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander pulls up, and he overshot that one, missing. Milwaukee in the lead. And here's Beasley. Here's Antetokounmpo, rebounded by Joe. And now a fast break for the Thunder. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and he lays it up and in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 5.
Gilgeous-Alexander is such a tough cover for opposing guards, especially at his size.
And they double up Giannis. Lillard outside. There's the triple. Sinks the triple. Lillard's got the lead up to 10 now for the Bucks.
And Lillard a flat-out gunner from deep because he's just a lethal shooter from way outside.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. Thunder trailing by 10. Hey, Brent, the foundation of the Bucks' success has been their defense. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, absolutely, Kevin. They continue to dominate in the paint, but they've also made tremendous strides in how they guard the three-point line, just doing a much better job of getting out there and contesting the three.
Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. Now here's Giddey. Still without a basket. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
And Giddey just that sixth sense to find the open man.
And so Giannis will bring it up for the Bucks. Defeated by the Pacers in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
Well, in that one, you could pretty much see the writing on the wall. Their performance was lackluster at best.
Yeah, and they didn't get blown out in that game, but it felt deflating, and it felt like they got crushed. They could not get anything going, no matter who they had out on the court.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points. Pass to Giddey. Dort wide open. And that comes off the assist by Giddey. Now just a 2-point Milwaukee lead. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Thunder.
I mean, they've come out aggressive defensively, getting into them and coming up with some cookies along the way.
Well, they really cashed in on the break. I mean, it feels like they're hungry to get out, they're hungry to run, and they're not passing up any chances to leak out and score.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander following the basket by Giannis. Here's the screen. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Fires for 3. Not that time. It's off. He's 3 for 7. Bucks leading by 4. Kicks it out to Lillard. Back to Giannis. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Giannis has got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, everyone knows Lillard is one of the league's best scorers off the pick and roll, so he chooses this time to make the assist.
And yes, it's good.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Here's Giannis. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
That's fun to see the handles coming out there from Antetokounmpo. I mean, how do you stop a near 7-footer who's got some dribble skills like that?
And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. And the classic, the bank shot. Very popular at one time. Brett, what happened to it?
Well, I think the only time you really see it, Kevin, is when guys are going in for layups at full speed and trying to take some of that speed off the basketball. But guys really just don't get the ball in possession where they're going to use a good angle off the glass. Those are usually mid-range shots. How many of those do you see?
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Thank you, Kevin. Josh Giddey is very capable off the dribble, and at 6'8", he's starting to use his size to finish. Coach Mark Daigneault said he's definitely physical. Before, he was just trying to shoot over people, but now he's taking up space, using his size and strength. He's getting a lot more around the basket. Kevin?
Yeah, he is getting into him. DA, thank you. With the fadeaway. That one rolling around and rims out.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lillard. And you look at the Thunder style of play, very fast-paced.
And because of that, they put up a lot of shots. And their goal really is to overwhelm you and wear you down. Of course, they allow plenty of shot attempts as well.
Holmgren in the post. Dort left side. Beasley with the steal. Antetokounmpo Antetokounmpo with the finish.
The chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 7. Pass to Holmgren. Lopez with the steal. Pass break, Milwaukee. And it's Beasley finishing it off.
And you can see Beasley's athleticism as he's out in the open court getting it done.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Lopez outside. For 3. Drains the three-pointer. And now it's a 12-point Bucks lead.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Oklahoma City moving the ball around. To the paint. Here's Williams. And it's Giddey in the corner. Shot clock at 3. Looking to end the run. Offensive rebound. Pass to Dort. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in the corner. Another shot. And he knocks down the jumper. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 9 points.
Gilgeous-Alexander showing just how difficult he can be to guard at times.
Great. Isn't it amazing the way Gilgeous-Alexander has polished off his game?
The footwork, Kevin, is impeccable. 3-level scorer, makes every shot imaginable. And what's scary, this guy still has another level to get to.
Here's Giddey. The baseline jam. And the shot is good. And that's now 10 points for Chet Holmgren.
Disappointing as a player to have such a great game and still be trailing. Not over yet, though.
Timeout called, the Bucks. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
And Lillard doesn't take a ton of shots from the mid-range, but he can be effective there.
Pass to Micic. On the wing, Giddey. Beasley with the rebound.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
The kick out to Lopez. On the wing, Giannis. Hey, Brent, here we're looking at Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's arguably the best player right now in the NBA. Not just the NBA, worldwide.
That's a lot of space, Kevin, but you're not wrong. He is the best two-way player in the league. With his physical dominance, he impacts the game in ways that no other player can.
Looking at the Bucks, GA, they've made the playoffs every year since 2017.
And Kevin, as long as Giannis is at the helm, that streak should continue for a while. He's arguably the best player in the world. Guys want to play with this kid.
And he hasn't cashed in on his chances at the line, only making 1 free throw.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
And what a stretch it's been, Brent, for this Milwaukee franchise. All started by the drafting of Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Well, just identifying him is one thing, Kevin. You got to also acknowledge the work that Giannis has put in. After that, they have done a great job of building around him. Had that not been the case in Milwaukee, you have to wonder whether he would have re-upped and signed that extension with the Bucks to continue his career here, and what would have happened in free agency.
Giddey, no good. Lillard with no one around. Good. And it's Giannis picking up the assist. Lillard's got 5 points now in the quarter. Here's Giddey. Softly drops in the floater.
And Giddey with the tough floater that time.
It's stolen by Dort. Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Bucks. And his big game just keeps getting bigger. That quarter sees him get over 30 points. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And here's Middleton bringing it up now for Milwaukee. And at home for the next game, it'll be Detroit pulling into town. Milwaukee keeping it alive. The new 14.
And Giannis throwing his body in there and gets rewarded.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Williams. From downtown. Good on the three-point shot. Williams has got himself on the board with 3 there.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Lillard fires away from way outside. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. He gets it in there.
Refusing to back down. What a gorgeous move by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Lillard with it. He's picked up by Gilgeous-Alexander. Giannis high post. Beasley for 3. It's good from long range. And the Bucks lead by 17.
More and more as a reliable spot-up shooter. Beasley with the feet set knocks it in.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. Thunder trailing by 17. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Shoots over Lillard. Buries it from about 10 feet away. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Gilgeous-Alexander has blossomed into this forceful guard. Just look at this performance.
Lillard, right side. Lets it go from deep. The Thunder pull it in. Up top, Gilgeous-Alexander. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's on Damian Lillard.
Gilgeous-Alexander does a good job of just staying aggressive, and that just forces the defense to do something.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Bucks?
I like this throwback approach they're taking, looking to score high percentage shots in the paint. And so far, it's working.
And you want to talk about ball distribution. They've been dominating that aspect of the game. I think there's a bunch of bankers out there. They're dropping dime after dime.
Beyond the arc. Wow, drew the contact, and that 3 almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws. It's on Damian Lillard.
In that 2018 draft, you think about those names: Doncic, Young, Ayton, Jaren Jackson Jr., and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Boy, that's a lot to begin with. At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
And here are the Thunder now. They're on a 12-3 run. At the top of the key, Williams. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Lets it fly. That doesn't go either for Gilgeous-Alexander. Bucks leading by 10. Antetokounmpo looking it over. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on Gilgeous-Alexander.
Great to see Antetokounmpo going strong inside. At times, he has no choice but to foul him.
The free throw is good from Antetokounmpo.
And finally, a productive trip at the line after a lot of struggles here early on.
Right side, Gilgeous-Alexander. Off the mark from 16 feet out. So it's the Bucks now. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead.
And the vision of the Greek Freak, they're able to pick out the opening.
Thunder trailing by 14. On the wing, Giddey. To the middle. Here's Holmgren. Good D by Lopez.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game.
Give them credit. They've worked hard all game, now looking to finish it.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
Nobody near Williams. And the jumper is on the mark.
Oh, nice job there from Holmgren. His guys appreciate when they're open, he gets them the ball.
Crosses over. And it's Lillard missing. Thunder trailing by 14.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for Milwaukee.
Looking at both these teams, they're great rebounders, and on any given night, you might not know who would have the advantage on the board.
They made the most of those extra rebounds as well, Kevin.
And in terms of the season record, this is going to be their 18th win overall.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Giannis.
It was tough to cover all game long. One of those nights when he felt like nobody could stop him, and they didn't.
Look, it's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Yeah, it's tough to mount a comeback like this and then fall oh so short. I'm sure that's weighing on them just a little bit.
And the rejection by Holmgren.
Long 7-1 with that 7'6" wingspan. Holmgren can alter a block just about every shot in his vicinity.
Many times you don't like that shot selection, but sometimes when you're just feeling it in transition when no one's on you, great shot there.
Lillard. Milwaukee, no good that time either. And so the Bucks take the win. Even early on in this one, it seemed like
This is Brian Anderson. I'm here with Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke, our reporter, Allie LaForce.
And no one is really surprised at how well they've played this season. They came in with high expectations, which they've matched. Now we'll see if they can continue to play at this level as the playoffs near.
I think we all know what they're capable of, but there's a lot of competition this year. They're going to have to be at their best.
Hey, you look at some of the young star power on OKC. Grant, they haven't had that since the Kevin Durant years.
Oh, B.A., I mean, those KD teams were built through the draft. So no matter where they're picking, the Thunder seem to uncover gems.
Another shot. And that one's good. Holmgren.
Well, you have got to be impressed with Josh Giddey's awareness of where his teammates are at all times.
Here's Lillard. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Grant, both defenses will have their work cut out for them here against these two high-powered offenses.
Get your popcorn ready. There should be a ton of scoring, but I'm also looking to see which team can bring the most intensity on defense. In the end, that will be the deciding factor in this one.
Antetokounmpo with it. Now Gilgeous-Alexander defending. There's the triple. Knocks down the triple. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 5 now.
Well, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander continues to hone in. When he's draining threes, he's almost unguardable.
B.A., when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice. Pass to Holmgren. The three-pointer off the mark.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Here's Antetokounmpo. And Giannis with the jam.
No one eats up more ground on the drive than Giannis. Gets to where he wants to be in 1 or 2 steps.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside Giddey. Nice move. Antetokounmpo with the block.
Giannis puts his touch on every aspect of the game. Big reach on display that time.
About 2 minutes gone by in the first quarter. And there is a whistle. That goes on Damian Lillard. That's his first foul of the game.
I have to admit, I mean, it's always a tough decision for the ref on the block charge call.
Now here's Williams. His offense has been fantastic, averaging just over 17 a game. Just 4 to shoot. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Here's Antetokounmpo. Drops in the layup for 2. Give him 8 points now.
Boy, they came ready to play. That's 4 straight buckets to start the game.
To the middle. Pass to Holmgren. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Giddey. Holmgren's got his second basket of the game.
And this is where Holmgren is such a scoring threat. His size can make interior shots easier to find. Doesn't believe in soft finishes. The big fella's all about power.
And it's the Thunder with the ball. The Bucks getting their last shot to go. And the big finish by Holmgren.
And before he even leaves the floor, Holmgren has the ball at rim level.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Oh, nice fake, but the layup's off the mark. Gilgeous-Alexander feeling it out a bit. Pass to Holmgren. Dort outside. Right side, Gilgeous-Alexander. Just 5 to shoot. Oh, he nails that one. 3 for 4 now. And so Middleton will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. They trail by 1. They're moving on after a tough loss they took at the hands of the Pacers.
Yeah, they definitely made some plays, but never got into any kind of rhythm and just couldn't keep up.
I'll tell you, that's a great way to put it, because I thought they were all over the place. They never settled into any kind of rhythm.
There's a minute 17 left in the first. What's something that stuck out to you about Lou Dort's game, Doris?
I guess the first thing that pops for me, B.A., is how hard he plays the game, how willing he is nightly on the defensive end of the floor to take on the opponent's best scorer, to not get down in the dumps when he's scored upon, and to bring the same effort no matter who he's playing and no matter what he's up against.
He does not get the second one.
Uncharacteristic trip to the line for him. Just lost his feel on those shots.
Here's Lillard. Off target at the rim.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
And let's take a moment here to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Bucks.
Well, guys, early on, they're driving the lane constantly, using their quickness to gain an advantage. Look at their points off penetration.
I think the other thing they've done a great job of is making their presence felt inside, converting tons of paint opportunities.
And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up. Damian Lillard picks one up.
Williams.
That free throw, no good. An interesting note on Jalen Williams. He was the first Santa Clara player drafted in 26 years.
B.A., we know who that player you're talking about is. Obviously, Steve Nash was selected out of Santa Clara back in 1996. That one worked out pretty well. I think Jalen Williams will be special as well.
To the paint. Antetokounmpo. Yes, great play by Lillard to set it up.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
Outside, Williams. Holmgren inside. Good work defensively by Lopez. Here's Antetokounmpo. And that one's good. Antetokounmpo's got 16 points.
And I love the balance for Lillard between scoring and passing. That time finding his teammate for the great look.
Here's Holmgren. Good work defensively by Lopez.
Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively.
Giannis Antetokounmpo has been on display. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. Let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Bucks. Guys?
Well, coming into tonight, maybe you thought they were going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Nope, that's not the case.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the... painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, the Thunder are making dramatic improvement. Shai Gilgeous Alexander, now an all-star, says they're gaining confidence. He said, quote, "We know we're getting better. I think guys are kind of getting addicted to that feeling and continuing to grow." Brian, they could be building something really special here.
Yeah, you're right. They could. Skipping no steps either. Thanks, Allie. And, yep, it's good.
Yeah, teams will try to get physical with SGA, but make sure you understand that wiry frame is big-time strong.
Well, Grant, how do the Bucks put the pieces back together and make a run at another title?
Well, the hope is this new coaching staff will unlock some new wrinkles and find ways to keep their offense from stalling in the clutch.
Rejected by Antetokounmpo. Pass to Lillard. Lopez, the screen. Down low. Good. And it's Lillard who picks up the assist. Lopez has got his first points of the game.
They're simply going to have to do more than that on the defensive end. Lopez too big for the defense there.
Williams misses. Milwaukee in the lead. Here's Antetokounmpo. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. Grant, you had a terrific mid-range game. It feels like more players are going back to that now.
Yeah, you know, it's interesting, BA. The analytics say dunks and three-pointers, but that makes your offense almost just two-dimensional. In many cases, too predictable. You're seeing more and more players, particularly the elite ones, finding comfort in the mid-range.
Williams from long range drills it from deep.
Well, great decision from Dort. If your teammate is open, get him the basketball. Nicely done.
Lillard. Oh, Lillard shrugs off the contact.
And force-feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
And the Thunder call time here. Second quarter here, just over a minute and a half played. Now Gilgeous-Alexander. Strong finish by Gilgeous-Alexander.
There's a certain amount of balance and certainly a high level of focus to score through contact. SGA.
And the basket by Antetokounmpo.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
And I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
And here's Antetokounmpo. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee. It's a three-point game. Doris, how about the production we've been seeing from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander?
BA, he has taken that step from star to superstar, simply stated. I think he's got the potential to make multiple All-NBA teams, the ability offensively to attack at 3 levels, and to be equally good on the defensive end of the floor. This guy is something special. Well, you see SGA and the strides he's making as a playmaker. This guy is so good, on point with his reads.
And he gets that one.
What a terrific play by just a tremendous all-around player. This guy makes it look easy.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The Bucks getting their last shot to go. Outside for Dort. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Shot clock at 6. Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard.
Just superb timing. Lopez stretches out beautifully to send that back.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, BA.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Antetokounmpo with the block.
Right now trying to get into a rhythm, but so far this quarter, boy, he is struggling to make anything go down.
To the inside. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play opportunity. And Grant, when you scan the OKC roster, you see length at every position.
Yeah, it's definitely their philosophy, BA. We're seeing a number of franchises going that route. What I would say about the Thunder, though, many of their guys still have some strength to add.
Now here's Giddey. Still no points. The shot to stop the run. That shot off. Good work defensively by Lillard. Here's Antetokounmpo. Sweet move. And Giannis throws it down.
And adding to this lead right now. Riding a wave of momentum.
But if you continue to execute at both ends, you can build on this lead.
And the foul on Brook Lopez. That's foul number 2 for him.
Tough break for the defense. I mean, he took the hit, but he didn't get the call.
And he converts the layup. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6 points in the quarter.
We all know that SGA is very capable of averaging 30 for a season. Tonight's exploit should come as no surprise.
For 3, here's Lillard. The Thunder with the rebound. 26 seconds left to play in the first half of basketball. From deep, Giddey. Rebound by Middleton. Here's Antetokounmpo. That shot missing. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. That'll count. The clock runs out, and we are headed to halftime. The Bucks on top, up 8. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half. And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation.
It's an Eastern Conference matchup in today's game as the 76ers come into town for this one. Bringing you another edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And of course, David Aldridge is joining us tonight from the sideline. For the Bucks, they continue their stretch of home games. They're free-falling right now, piling up loss after loss. We'll see if they can bounce back.
Yeah, and they're going through right now one of those situations that's just difficult to deal with. Doubt begins to really creep in when the losses continue to mount, and then you can have splintering, which doesn't help the situation.
Now, here's Maxey, following the miss by Brook Lopez. Embiid with it. He's just been too hard to handle at the offensive end. His scoring average is just under 34 points a game. Shot clock at 2, and that one's good. Maxey. And not yet the midway point of the season, Clark. So much invested in keeping these players healthy and ready to play with lots of games still ahead of us.
Yeah, you hope and imagine they'll continue to make really good strides, but I love the progress that's been made in injury prevention and rehabilitation, as well as maintenance, so these guys can play at a high level longer.
Embiid the screen. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Embiid's got his second basket of the game.
Man, nice to see how Embiid operates in the pick and roll. Knows how to set hard screens as well as where and when to roll.
Here's Lillard. Drives to the hoop. And Damian Lillard throws it down hard.
Oh! Is Dame trying to get in the dunk contest? Looked like it on that incredible finish.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg.
Well, I like the way he capped off that drive. The one-hand hole punch.
And Greg, with the coaching changes in Milwaukee, where are they looking for improvement?
Well, Kevin, they've been dominant in the regular season, but the playoffs require adjustments. That chess match is where they hope to improve.
Hits it down to Middleton. And a miss there on the triple. Quick start here for the 76ers in this one. 6-point game. This game coming after a loss against the Pistons.
Live by the 3, die by the 3. If you're perimeter dependent, you don't really know game to game how it's going to go.
And, you know, I think the lack of success from the perimeter really did them in. They just couldn't get it going from there.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Lillard's passing game, a thing of beauty. Got that ball to a guy who had a quality look and got it to him on time.
Antetokounmpo with the ball. Picked up by Harris. And the dunk by Lopez.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
You know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
Lopez outside. Here's Lillard, and he finishes nicely on the way. Lillard's got 6.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
And Embiid with the block. A 3 ball. And Damian Lillard, good for the 3. 9 points in the game so far.
And just a solid way to start the game. 4 or 5.
Maxey looking it over. To the middle. Here's Harris. Embiid from outside. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Beasley outside. Pass to Giannis. And the rejection by Embiid.
Embiid stiff-arming that shot with authority. No mercy.
Lillard. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. Launches it from deep. It's hauled in by Giannis. Lillard outside. Here's the 3. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Ringing the bell. That's the way to close a quarter.
Talk about lifting up a team and energizing them at the end of a quarter.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
You know, right from the start, it seemed they got hot from three-point range, pulling apart the defense and racking up the points, too.
They've out-hustled the opponent so far in this one. A lot of points in the open floor, and that's giving them the advantage. How about Joel Embiid? A high-risk, high-reward pick turns into a superstar.
Yeah, that's well said, Greg. I mean, he sat out 2 years before even seeing the NBA court. Sustained a foot injury before being drafted. Persevered through that and is now one of the most dominant big men and players in the game.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. And with the big collisions we see in the paint, and Greg, there are some have argued for changing the charge rules. Did you see that?
You know, there's talk of extending the restricted area. I've even heard some say ban charges by help defenders. I like the former idea. That seems less extreme.
Powers through inside, Giannis.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
It's Lillard, top of the key. From outside, off the mark.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Back to Embiid. Harris outside. This one for 3. Another miss by Philadelphia.
He's cooled down a little bit after draining those 2 3-pointers in the first quarter.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Alder.
Thank you, Kevin. As ever, Joel Embiid has the pressure on him to be the franchise player. He said it's not an easy job. If it was easy, everybody would do it. When you're actually the best offensive player and the best defensive player, you got to make plays. Can't be perfect. All I can do is try to do my best every game. Kevin?
Well said. His best DA is pretty great, isn't it? Thank you so much for the report. And the foul called on Antetokounmpo. That'll be his second foul of the game.
That's his second foul of the first half. Not a big deal yet, but something to keep an eye on.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other.
And I tell you what, guys, that's a big play to make in a close game. Potential momentum builder there.
Yeah, and most bigs don't shoot free throws as efficiently as Lopez. The coaching staff has to appreciate that part of his game.
Well, Clark, even with all their roster movement, all the player moves they've made, the 76ers have managed to have sustained success.
You know what, Kevin, I agree. Their roster has gone through a lot of changes recently with key players being moved, which makes it even harder to sustain success, but they've found a way to keep winning.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. Hits it down to Middleton. Lock at 6. Now, here's Lillard. Coming in off a 21-point game his last outing.
Oh, remarkable score. Lillard's shoot-first mindset is what helps him own games like this.
It's Beverly on the wing. Read a screen. Driving inside. Pass to Oubre. Out to Harris. For 3. And the rebound goes to Lopez.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch, and the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
And stolen by Lillard. And it's the Bucks on the break. Antetokounmpo, no good.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration even for a nanosecond.
We've got 1:18 left in the first half. Beverly for 3. Oh, he got hacked on the three-pointer. He'll head to the line.
Oh, I love the aggressive mindset Beverly has. I mean, that's really what makes him special. He's not afraid of getting bumped, especially when he's going to the bucket.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. He doesn't get the second one. Looking at the Bucks, GA, they've made the playoffs every year since 2017.
And Kevin, as long as Giannis is at the helm, that streak should continue for a while. He's arguably the best player in the world. Guys want to play with this kid.
And, Greg, while the Sixers have been a fact time and again, they've been unable to get past the conference semifinals.
Where they bowed out in 5 of the last 6 years. But you go back, they haven't made it any further since Allen Iverson led them to the finals back in 01.
The 76ers again can't hit it.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
The shot by Middleton, wide open. Bangs home the trifecta. Middleton's got the lead up to 2 now for Milwaukee. There's 38 seconds left in the first half of the game. Down low. Outside for Batum. And the dunk by Reed.
You know, Batum is not just a scorer. He's a really good all-around player. Very effective at finding the open man, too.
And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And, guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
Batum wide open. He fires. His three-pointers off the mark. No good that time. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Bucks lead by 2. And we'll get going after this from Milwaukee. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Here's Beverly. Pass to Batum. There's the drive. Springer, good.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
To the paint. Oubre with the steal. On the wing, Batum. Still scoreless. Ball's knocked loose. Beasley with the steal. And now, here comes Antetokounmpo leading the break. Now Batum, currently averaging almost 6 points a game. From outside the arc. Rebound, Milwaukee. And at home for the next game, it'll be Detroit pulling into town. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Antetokounmpo. Reed with the steal. Batum with the three. Another miss by Philadelphia. Here is Lillard. He's got 14. Lets the three fly. It's hauled in by Beverly. And Philadelphia has possession. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. Batum, good.
Boy, I wasn't aware that Batum had that kind of range in his game. Wow.
And Giannis Antetokounmpo throws it down home.
And when the Greek Freak takes flight, I mean, he's looking to tear that rim apart. So ferocious in his throwdown.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. The NBA, of course, is so loaded, it's not easy to come out on top. Joel Embiid said, for us to be able to win, we need to try to be perfect. I need to play at the highest level possible. Our shooters and defense have to do their job. It's tough, but it's fun. I guess you have to enjoy the journey as well, Kevin.
Yep, the journey, right, David, is the reward. That's for sure. Dave, thanks. Pass to Reed. Shot clock at 5. Here's Springer. That's Brook Lopez with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
A nice shot by Reed. Reed's got 8 points.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that.
Well, the ability to knife inside and convert Lillard is fearless when it comes to attacking the basket.
And they're great at both ends, but the Sixers offense, Greg, the Sixers offense is elite.
And it all starts with Joel Embiid feasting inside and at the free throw line. And his teammates reap the benefits as well with wide open shots on the perimeter.
Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game. Teams will make substitutions. Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. Timeout called the Bucks.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
Minutes gone now in the third quarter. Here's Portis. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
Hard to exceed Portis' level of energy. I mean, he just doesn't seem to ever stop.
Milwaukee shooting their fifth attempt at the line in the game. Free throw, no good for Portis. The 76ers trailed by 3. And here's Covington from the arc. It's rebounded by Portis. Beasley outside. Inside. And Covington sends it back.
No, sir, not today. Don't come in here. Covington not having it.
A shot by Batum, no good.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring. Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
No problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
He's perfect from the line this time.
Free throw shooting is about mechanics, confidence, and your mental approach. He's locked in from there most every night.
Batum for 3. Second shot opportunity. Covington. And the dunk by Covington.
Boy, how about the effort and energy that time by Covington. Just worked his way right to the glass and got the follow-up basket.
Beverly wide open. Drains the three-pointer.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
And their defensive rotations have been non-existent.
Fires the 3. They grab their own miss. It's Beverly on the wing. To the inside. Outside for Martin. And he's good on the 3-ball. Now it's a 3.76ers lead.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a 3-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
76ers moving the ball around. Back to Covington. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Batum.
You know, that's just sloppy basketball, giving away a possession. No real reason for that turnover.
We've got 22 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Will it go? Basket number 8 for him on 13 tries. That's 62% so far.
And it's the moment Lillard passes half court, you have to pick him up because Dame's range is endless.
Back to Covington. With 2 seconds left. Misses the layup. Some impressive scoring, and we still have 1 quarter to go. Who will gain the upper hand in the fourth? Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. And so it's Middleton with it. He brings it up for Milwaukee. Lillard from outside. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
And with that 3, his second of the half, he equaled his total from before the break.
Batum with the 3. The shot, no good.
You know, he's just not taking good shots, not taking smart shots, forcing up a lot of low percentage jump there.
Lopez outside. 6 to shoot. Here's Giannis. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Antetokounmpo's got the lead up to 5 now for the Bucks. Outside, Batum. Puts up a 3. Beasley with the rebound.
He's been ice cold tonight. And, you know, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really could have used his contribution.
Antetokounmpo using his size.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
To the paint. Here. Oh, what a finish!
Boy, the overwhelming strength of Giannis just excels at fighting his way through the defense. Very impressive.
And stolen by Lillard. And they're on the break. Here's Giannis. Giannis dunks it down.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their play.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
And Greg, one of the finer points of the new collective bargaining agreement, players in the G League Ignite or overseas no longer automatically entering the NBA draft when they turn 19.
Yeah, it makes sense. If you think about players in college, they choose when to enter the draft. So only right to give pros that same amount of time.
You know, the mindset Harris has is one that allows him to be ready to shoot as soon as that ball touches his hands. Catch and fire.
Back to Lillard. To the middle. Antetokounmpo inside. 5 to shoot. Pulls from the top of the key. They get the rebound. Lopez. And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket. And the Bucks lead by 10.
Because of that big body and 7-foot frame, Lopez a handful to keep off the glass.
Nobody near Milton. Milwaukee with the rebound.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
Lopez a screen. And the rejection by Embiid. And Embiid with a clear path to the hoop. Oh, and the jam by Embiid.
And you guys know JoJo loves busting out these dunks. What an athlete.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
You know, numbers don't always tell the story, guys, but his assist totals do paint the picture here. I mean, he's got everybody involved.
Giannis outside. Pass to Lopez. That shot, no good. Good D by Embiid. The 76ers trail by 7. No one near Maxey as he lets it fly. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
So great seeing Maxey come through in the big spots, continuing to evolve right before our eyes.
Down low, Lopez. That one's rebounded by Embiid.
Well, you know, stopping him is never easy to do, but the defense was strong there.
Back to Maxey. Pass to Embiid. Lopez with the steal. And now, here comes Antetokounmpo leading the break. And look at how the hustle game has been going for Milwaukee.
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lanes. And that aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
Yeah, you know, the defense just hasn't been able to keep up with them in this one. The transition game as a result of good defense has been very strong.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think you got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
Timeout called, the Bucks. They're up by 3. There's 49 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey, guys, during that break, listen in on Adrian Griffin. Now, he was quite encouraging in the huddle. He said, look, you're fighting out there, fellas. I can see it. I need you to keep giving everything you have. Bring this one home. See if they can pull it off, guys.
Thank you, David.
And in addition to his great talent, Antetokounmpo has the reputation of being an outstanding leader as well. He's a clutch player who demands the ball in these situations. You love that.
Embiid from outside. The rebound by Middleton. And now we've got the intentional foul. Good on the first, and that increases their lead to 6.
Middleton so highly productive and consistent. A steady contributor night in and night out. Sensing an opportunity here to increase the lead and capitalizing on it.
And Lillard is going to pick up a foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Embiid. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Malik Beasley.
Love the way Embiid knows how to play with force down low, which in turn makes the defense get physical with it.
And here's Middleton bringing it up now for the Milwaukee Bucks. They've led by as many as 11 points.
Giannis just doesn't stop working. Plays with great energy at both ends. Excellent work on the boards there.
And a clear foul there as he shot the triple. He'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
Yeah, good job trying to get a hand in the face, but you've got to be more careful.
Especially on the three-point attempt. I mean, you have to defend that shot without fouling. Now you give a guy 3 free throws.
And no good on the third.